Greetings and salutations, circus monkeys. It's 2026, and the circus is dead. Again. Yeah, where have we heard that before, huh? With everyone obsessing over politics and the entertainment industry evolving into what it is today, there's seemingly no room for sideshows and the circus in the modern world. So, with the Western world collapsing and the power of stupid people in large numbers reigning supreme, I thought I'd take the opportunity to teach you all about the history of sideshows and freak shows. Let's jump in. The freak show had its genesis in medieval Europe, a time when everyone enjoyed buffoonery, minstrelsy, and the strange and unusual. Traveling shows often exhibited people who were born different, alongside other entertainment, a motif that continued into the Renaissance era, mixing music, clowning, and human anomalies. In fact, this sort of traveling show lived on through the 19th century. The birth of the modern circus in the late 1700s gave these dime shows and freak shows a stage. It just took one man to put it all together, and that man was P.T. Barnum. Barnum opened his American Museum in 1841 and immediately set about making global celebrities out of such people as Jojo the Dog-Faced Boy, Chang-a-Dang Bunker, and Myrtle Corbin. He also displayed gaffes and oddities like the Fiji Mermaid for paying customers to gawk at, setting the stage for all dime museums to come. The American Museum was a smash hit, and by the time it burned, and Barnum took the show to the road, the idea of traveling freak shows and sideshows touring with the circus was established. In fact, it seemed that every show had its own sideshow right there on the midway, and the attractions were as varied as the circuses themselves. Some of these shows, in fact, remained independent and toured by themselves, especially in the towns of the Old West. Coney Island became famous for its fixed freak shows and dime museums. Then, as public opinion changed in the 50s and 60s, the circus and the sideshows did too. Though some still exhibited human oddities, most focused on gaffes and other humorous attractions. Still, with the public outcry and increasing government regulations and fees, many shows quietly just ceased to exist. Some managers, like the king of sideshows, Ward Hall, rebranded the sideshow into an extravaganza of dangerous and spectacular performances. Through Ward and his world of wonders, the sideshow lasted through the malaise period of the 70s and 80s. Stories worthy of Barnum even began to appear in tabloid newspapers. The show was bedridden, but far from dead. In the 90s, Jim Rose elevated the sideshow to rock stardom by taking it to the stage at concerts and appearing on MTV with his cast of over-the-top performers. Rose's sensational sideshow presented the age-old attractions to a new generation. It also led to a rebirth of sorts of the sideshow, with new acts appearing on Coney Island, and even television shows in the early 2000s about performers, with them demonstrating and plying their skills. Of course, this was all in the halcyon days, before the dark times.
Before the dark times. Before the empire.
The circus today and the sideshow is a shadow of its former self. No longer will you see oddities on the fairgrounds, nor will you see classic sideshows at carnivals or circuses. It seems that people have found more important things to do with their time now, and nearly all of the smaller shows are cursed to the weeds and the rust. Society has moved on to better things these days, it seems, and the age of the circus and of the sideshow is finally at an inglorious end. But is it? Or will it simply change form and re-emerge in a different format, with new banners and a new cast of performers as it always has in days long past? The future is murky, but it isn't set. What happens with the sideshows of tomorrow, in the end, is up to you. Thank you for watching this short little lesson on sideshow history, circus monkeys. I hope you all learned something today. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell for more old and new sideshow content. Donate to us on Patreon to keep this little part of the sideshow alive. And until next time, see you down the road.
You put your finest suit on. I changed my fingernails. For we're going out in style, babe. And everything's on sale. We creep up on extinction. I pull your arms right in. I weep and say goodnight, love, while my organs pack it in.